Welcome back everyone. Today we'll recap a 2017 horror film named American Exorcism. After a vicious demon is banished from his body, a man is left emotionally and physically damaged. He then realizes that the experience has given him supernatural abilities of his own. Before we start, it is a request to please like and comment on the video as it will help us to grow our reach. At the beginning of the movie, we see a man running in the forest, who is being chased by a demonically possessed man. After going some distance, the man hides behind a tree, and when that possessed man comes there, he attacks him and exposes the devil while chanting something. Next, we see a couple, Damon and Janelle, celebrating their daughter Caroline's birthday. At the party, Damon's friend Padre is also there, who is a priest, and he is talking to Damon about going somewhere during the night. But Janelle overhears them and gets angry with Damon. Now in the night, Damon tries to put Caroline to sleep, but she asks him to narrate the story of the monster, but Damon puts her to sleep, saying that he will tell her the story tomorrow. He then goes to Janelle, who was angry with him. Actually, Damon was possessed by a demon, and he also had a failed exorcism which he had survived with great difficulty. And because of this, he now had some abnormal abilities, and by using them he helps possess people. Damon tells Janelle that he was about to tell her, but he can't explain the same thing to her over and over again. Janelle tells him that she wants him to lead a normal life, as he can neither eat nor sleep properly. Sometimes looking into his eyes, she feels as if she is not looking at him but at someone else, and she is afraid that all that may not happen again. On which Damon says that he will never allow the same thing to happen again. But when Janelle argues, Damon gets very angry and the demon inside him starts dominating him. Seeing that, Janelle gets scared. But then Damon controls himself and Janelle gets angry and leaves from there. Now when Damon wakes up in the night, he goes to Caroline's room and puts a photo taken in the morning on the side table, and Janelle comes back to their room after seeing his normal behavior. Damon asks her what does she want from him, on which Janelle says that he should get his other exorcism done, and that too not from Padre but from someone else, and for this they will go to Rome. Damon agrees with her, but he says that he cannot cancel today's plan because he has made a commitment to them, and Janelle agrees to this. After this, Damon along with Padre goes to the house of a man named Dale who is possessed, and their friend Sai also comes with them to help them. Then all three of them go to Dale, who is chopping wood at this time of night. They perform an exorcism on him, and Damon sends the devil hidden inside Dale to hell. And after Dale comes to his senses, they leave from there. Now when they are sitting on the lawn of Damon's house, Sai says that she saw a black cloud there and asks what it was. On which they both tell that apart from the demon who was possessing Dale, there was also a big demon who had awakened the demon inside Dale. But Sai does not believe them. Then Damon hears some sound from inside the house and goes to check. Here Sai asks Padre how the demon came inside Damon, on which he tells that they were in Afghanistan on that day and it was Damon's 18th birthday, and then in a cave he was possessed by a demon. Then they found a priest who exorcised him, but he could not drive out the demon, and since then Damon is half-breed, half-human, and half-demon. Sai asks him the name of the demon, to which Padre says that Damon never reveals his name. Then all of a sudden they hear someone shouting from inside. And when they go inside, they see Janelle standing with a knife pointing toward Damon, and Damon shouting. He tells Padre that she is not Janelle, and Padre takes the knife from Janelle's hand. Damon starts exorcising her in his own way, but Sai feels that he is troubling Janelle, so she points a gun at him and asks him to stop. But then possessed Janelle attacks her and kills her. Then she pushes Padre away and comes in front of Damon. Damon reminds her of Caroline and asks her to fight the demon, and only then Caroline also comes there. Now Janelle starts moving toward Caroline, but Damon sends Caroline back to the room, and in anger, the demon inside Janelle reveals his name as Yamira. She then starts moving towards Caroline's room, but Padre shoots her with Sai's gun, due to which she dies, and Damon gets deeply saddened by her death. Now the movie moves forward 10 years, where Damon is living alone apart from the world. Then one day Padre comes to meet him and says that he has to talk to him about something important. At first, Damon refuses to talk to him, but when Padre tells him that it is related to Caroline, Damon agrees to listen to him. He tells Damon that Caroline is going to be 18 years old, and he too was possessed by that demon when he was 18 years old. Damon says that nothing will happen to her, to which Padre says that Caroline's foster dad has told him that she has changed a lot. She has become more emotional, angry, and very violent, and he himself has felt some negative power from meeting her. He then shows him a photo of a boy who was found dead in the woods, and Caroline was dating him for a few days. Then he tells him to go to see her as he thinks she has been possessed by the 𝐸𝐵 demon, as they were unable to send her to hell because of 𝐂𝐃𝐄's death and she is probably transferred to Caroline. And now when Caroline turns 18, she will become more powerful. Damon says that it can't be because 𝐸𝐵 had revealed herself, which made her quite weak. And Caroline too was too young to handle that force at that time. But Padre says that if his words are correct, even 1%, then it becomes quite risky, and after hearing this, Damon is ready to go with him. They then go to visit Caroline's foster dad Will, where a deputy officer has arrived who wants to investigate Caroline and her boyfriend's murder case. But Will tells him that Caroline isn't home. But we see that she is at home only. Then Damon also asks Will about the murder of the boy, to which he says that Caroline has nothing to do with it, and he also says that he does not believe in demonic possessions, to which Damon says that he will now start to believe. Going inside, Damon gets angry at Padre and asks what kind of person he chose to take care of Caroline, who doesn't know anything about her, to which Padre says that he has known Will for many years, and apart from him, he has not found any other trustworthy person. He asks him to give him some time to believe these things. Then Damon says that he is also feeling that negativity here as he told him, and he feels it is also familiar. Just then Will comes there and tells them that Caroline doesn't remember anything about her past life, so they shouldn't reveal anything to her. To which Damon says that he has not come here to be Caroline's father. He will just exorcise the devil and leave. Hearing this, Will tells him that he will not let him do this to his daughter, which leads to an argument between the two, and Padre takes Will out to explain. Just then Caroline comes there and asks Damon who he is. Damon tells her that he is her dad's friend and doesn't even reveal his name correctly. Caroline tries to be frank with him and says that people think that she has a monster inside. Damon controls himself, and then Caroline leaves from there. After this, she meets her friends. Just then a boy named Hooper from Caroline's school passes by, and Caroline asks one of her friends to call him to them. When that boy comes to them, they invite him to their night party. At first, he refuses, but when Caroline insists on taking him aside, he agrees, because that night was Caroline's birthday party, and she asks him out on a date that night and makes him feel as though she is saddened by the death of her boyfriend Justin. She also asks him to pick her up from his house at 11 p.m. Here Damon and Padre stay at Will's house, where Padre tells him that tonight Caroline will turn 18, so they will have to exercise tonight. Then Damon gets a sound from outside and he goes out. Here Hooper is waiting for Caroline in the car, and she turns upside down and walks strangely and scares him. Then both of them come to the party where she asks Hooper to get beers and meet her at Edison Point inside the forest. When he goes to get beers, she goes to another of her friend named Rivera and tells him that she has ditched Hooper and now she wants to meet him in the woods. Then she says something in her friend's ear, after which that girl starts seducing their other friend named Zapata. That girl is Rivera's girlfriend, so Zapata gets a little nervous about her behavior. But then they both make out, and here we come to know that the demon inside Caroline is making her do all this by possessing her, and suddenly she comes to her senses. Here Rivera comes to meet Caroline in the forest, where he sees the demon and tries to escape from him, but the demon kills him. After this, we also see Hooper and Caroline in the forest, who get intimate there. Here Damon sees an old house in the forest, from inside which strange sounds are coming. Just then, he sees a satanic sign behind a door which hurts him when he touches it, and some marks are formed on his neck. And then the Padre also comes there. Here Caroline kills Hooper as well. In the next scene, Damon is at home when Caroline comes to him and says that she is not able to know who he is. Damon tells her that he has come here to help her, but Caroline tells him to stay away from her. Then the deputy comes there and starts investigating Caroline. He asks her about Rivera, to which she says that she doesn't know him. After this, Will deals with the deputy and Caroline goes to her room. On the other hand, Damon is doing prayers when Padre asks him what happened to him in that house and what did he see there. On which he tells that he saw 𝐸𝐵 there. He showed herself in front of him and everything is clear to him now, and he knows where she is now. Knowing this, Padre gets a little worried and points his gun at Damon. Then there is the sound of firing from outside and Damon runs out. He sees that the deputy has fired at a man whom the demon has possessed. Damon exorcises the man and drives out the demon, and the deputy could not understand anything. Now because he was disturbing them, Will knocks him unconscious. Suddenly Caroline calls Will and pushes him down. Now Caroline was 18 years old and the demon had possessed her entirely. Then Damon and Padre start exorcism and send Will out of the room. Here some other possessed people enter the house and start fighting with Deputy and Will. Here, when Padre and Damon are performing an exorcism on Caroline, Demon makes Damon emotional in Caroline's voice and he leaves her. But Padre immediately catches her again and then Damon exorcises the demon inside Caroline, after which she recovers. Damon then tells Will that the last time he was fully possessed, he saw the demon, and the demon sexually assaulted his wife. And Caroline was born from the same demon and now she'll probably never be a normal girl. After this, Damon goes to get alcohol, and when he comes back he sees that Will has been killed by someone and there is a satanic sign on his chest. Then he sees that Caroline is also not in her room. When Damon comes outside to check, he sees the lights of the storage room lit up where Caroline is hanging tied to the ceiling. When Damon takes her down, someone attacks him from behind and makes him unconscious. On regaining consciousness, Damon sees Padre in front of him, telling him that he has called Ymira here. He says that he has waited for 10 years and wants him to give up his control over the demon inside him. But Damon does not listen to him and a fight starts between the two. Then the demon inside Padre tells Damon that Caroline is not a human being and he is deceiving himself. He says that he will take her soul and then he starts attacking Damon. But then Damon also fights back with the help of the demon inside him and exorcises the demon inside Padre. But in all this, Padre dies. Actually, Ymira had some relation with the demon inside Damon and she wanted to get him, so she was not giving up on Damon. But because Damon had control over the demon, Ymira was not able to defeat him. In the next scene, Damon is sitting with Caroline and asks her to move in with him but she refuses. At the end of the movie, we see Caroline in a highway restaurant and it is revealed that the demon is still inside her. And she says, "I see you," looking at the photo of Damon. Please do like and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to never miss new video updates. Thanks for watching.